Yo, what's good, my guy? What is
Oh,
up?
what's up, man? Back in the house. Got
Yep,
to talk about these rankings, bro. It is
absolutely.
officially set. The Final Four is here. So, without further ado, my name is Corey Hilliard, Brandon Hill. We're the House Divided. If you've been here before, you know what it is. If it's your first time, mi casa, su casa. Talk to him, B.
Guys, just do a few things for us if you don't mind. Just do a little housekeeping before we get this show started. Tap that subscribe button, hit the notification bell while you're at it. Always smash the thumbs up button. That helps us out a lot with the algorithm thing on this YouTube. We're still trying to get all that figured out. Drop down there, talk to us in the comments. Last but not least, guys, though, social media. Share us on any platform that you guys can think of to share us on. We'd love it if you could do that for us, help us get our content out there. So, without further ado, the title kind of says itself.
I'm gonna let
Did
you.
did Florida State get screwed? We'll start this. We're
Steven
gonna get
G's
to
in
that.
here.
We're gonna get to that, Steven. Just there's definitely some portal news. Everything. There's a lot of things to talk about on that.
Yeah,
But we definitely want to touch these college football playoff rankings first because, to be completely honest with you, Corey, it's got everybody up in arms.
yeah.
And the other day when we were talking on the phone, what did I tell you? Now, I was hating. I said Texas wasn't going to make it. I was hating on that. I figured that they kind of would, especially that win against Alabama mattered at the beginning of the season. Um, at the end of the day, though, they got the four best teams into the playoff, in my opinion. In my opinion, because at the end of the day, do we really want to see Florida State versus Michigan in that first game with Florida State's backup quarterback? No, we don't. Nobody wants to see. They don't want to happen like what happened last year with TCU and Georgia. They don't want that. The committee did not want that, so they did it. And it was always there's five Power Five conferences and there's only four spots. Somebody's always going to be pissed off year after year with this. That's why they're going to 12 teams next year.
Yeah.
So we'll see, man. I like the matchups though in the college football playoff. I honestly do believe this kills me to say it. They did get it right with the top four, though. You can't argue that.
Mm,
So
mm.
that's kind of my take, and we'll kind of get into these matchups. But give me your take, Corey. Did they get it right? Did they get it wrong?
Well, I think Stephen G agrees with you. I'm more on the. I'm with you on this one. We're not divided on this one at all. I think.
No.
I think honestly, if you put FSU against Florida State today, as the teams are, I think Alabama would beat Florida State. That's just
Oh,
my
that's
opinion. Um,
with
with ease, you think?
that's not even close, my guy.
Now, here's a thing that people have been saying, and this is what plays in the Florida State's favor when you talk about who deserves to get in or who's the four best teams. Did you pick Oregon or Washington before that Pac-12 championship game?
I picked Oregon.
Okay, and they were like a 10-point favorite at some point.
Yep.
A lot of people thought Oregon was better than Washington. I even picked Oregon. I thought Oregon was better than Washington, and they're not. Washington beat them twice. You know what I
They
mean?
did.
So
They
the
did.
the the argument for a lot of Florida State people is, man, are they the four? Are eye tests? Are they one of the four best teams? Probably not. But we won't ever know because they never got that opportunity. So
Let- let- I mean, come on, man. The Florida State quarterback put up 55 yards on Louisville, my guy.
I understand what you're saying. I agree with you. I think this is the four best teams.
And that's
But
what
me and you had it before this weekend happened. Me and you had Oregon in. We thought Oregon was one of the four
we
best
did.
teams,
We
and
did.
that didn't play out. So a lot of Florida State has an argument here. Just think of if this was OU and Dylan Gabriel got hurt
Hey,
2 weeks ago, and you guys are undefeated. You know what I mean? You like to see if you had a chance to.
look,
I look.
here. Look. Let me make this real simple here. This is exactly what happened. Alabama beat the number
Number
one
one
team in the
team.
college football
Yeah,
playoff rankings. The
right.
number one team. And Florida State struggled with their backup quarterback to Louisville.
Yeah.
Let's call it what it is. You do that kind of stuff. And Texas is in because they beat Alabama earlier in the season. That mattered. And then Washington, they beat Oregon 2 times. Won the Pac-12. They're in, undefeated. Michigan, undefeated, won the Big Ten. So really, that's it. Just is what it is. You know what I mean? I get it. I get it to a point, Corey. But the other side of me is like, man, come on, Florida State. You could be upset all you want, man. But what happened is they saved y'all from an ass whooping. Is what happened. If we really want to be real, the committee saved you from getting skull dragged. Now on the other side of the coin, though, and we'll get into it a little bit later, but they got to play Georgia in the bowl game, so we're gonna get to see, because I honestly feel like Georgia could probably beat 3 out of those 4 teams.
I was just about to say, I don't think they got it completely right though, because I think Georgia, I can make an argument that Georgia beats Texas. I can make an argument that Georgia beats Washington.
But
what?
I told you this the other day on the phone. The reason why Georgia is not in is because Texas, it's a domino effect of Texas beating Alabama.
Yeah.
And then Alabama beat them.
Yeah.
You're out. Because you can't, Michigan and Washington were locks. You can't not put them in. So then you got those final 2 spots. Well, you can't put Alabama in without putting Texas in.
You can't.
So,
and you wanted that to happen, though. Just talking offline.
I really did. No, I really did. I mean, that's just my absolute hate and utter disgust of Texas. But if Royal never said how bad JT's injury was, do you think FSU gets in? We aren't the NFL and need to put out injury report. I don't think it had anything to do with about how bad. I mean, anybody that watched
Dude's leg was sideways, Steve.
Yeah, anybody that watched that game could tell that man ain't coming back this year.
Yeah. His leg was sideways. He was in the air cast. There's no way he was going to make it back in 6 weeks. That's not happening.
Yeah, it didn't make no difference. That just goes back to recruiting. Mike Norvell, you should have had a backup quarterback that was ready to go whenever he went down.
He did. Sorry. He got down to his 3rd one. That true freshman.
But the second one wasn't even that good, my guy.
I'd have liked him better in that against Louisville than throwing out a true freshman who hadn't taken a snap all year.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Look. Nobody really cares outside of Florida State fans and people in Tallahassee.
100%.
Like I'm not butthurt over it. I don't give a damn.
No,
the odds of Florida State, beating a Michigan with their second string quarterback, it's probably slim to none. Let's just be honest.
Also, dude, you play in the ACC, and that's the SEC. Get over it. Go to the SEC if you want to get more respect.
And here's some stupid arguments I heard. One argument came out that the ACC was 6-4 against the SEC in non-conference games this year. And Florida State had beat LSU and Florida. Florida sucks, number one. So they're not even going to a bowl game. So you can take that one out. LSU wasn't all that good either. I know they wound up 9-3, but you know what I mean? Like, look, LSU weren't the same team that they were last year when they played in the SEC championship. What Stephen G saying? Hey, I side with the FSU. They're one of the 3 teams that got screwed over by committee. I agree with their arguments. They got good arguments, but the other argument is they had their conference. The ACC, their opponents they had a losing record. They really didn't play anybody. They played Duke.
Hey,
Duke was their most impressive win. Let's just be honest about it.
Let's be real here too, my guy. I mean, there's 2 sides of this coin here. You can be on the side where you're like, oh, they were 13-0, they won their conference, they're the most deserving. This ain't about the most deserving. Does everybody in their right damn mind really think that Florida State can go in that top 4 and compete for a national championship? Right now, as presently constructed. Now, with Jordan Travis, it's a whole different type of discussion that we're having. You see what I mean? But he's not. So I agree with what the committee did, because you're not saying that they're deserving. Or you're saying they're deserving, but you do not think that they could win a national title. I don't care what nobody says. They ain't
Right.
beating Michigan in that first game. Alabama, though, I think Alabama could pull up in there and win this whole damn thing.
Yeah, obviously. They just took out the number one team. Georgia, I look, I see no outrage for Georgia. Georgia's been number 1 or 2 all damn year in the
Georgia
CFP ranking.
Georgia
You know
can
what
get
I
over
mean?
themselves. Georgia can get over themselves, man.
They got 2 national titles back to back.
Yeah.
I think they'll be fine.
Yeah.
That's why nobody's really crying for them.
And like the number one recruiting class coming into, it's like not even close. Like, yeah, screw them. Really don't feel bad for Georgia at all. Now,
here's the rest.
Going down here, since you're kind of going down the rankings here, Corey, and I'm going to say this, and it doesn't matter because you're either in the Final Four, in my opinion, or it's cupcakes and piss ants from there. Let's just call it what it is. But Oklahoma not making a New Year's Six Bowl was absolutely an utter disgrace.
Yeah,
they put Oregon and Missouri in, deservedly so. I'll give that. But Penn State, Ole Miss being in ahead of us is an absolute disgrace because if you go and you break down who Penn State played against and some of their best wins, and you compare that to what our best win was, which was against the number 3 team in the nation that's in the college football playoff. Thank you very much. So, I don't know. I think.
Did you see the 12-team bracket? Did you see the 12-team bracket?
Yeah, OU would have been left out because on the 12th team, it's the group of 5 champions.
Liberty, bro. So we're gonna have the same discussion next year, dog.
Oh yeah,
like this ain't going nowhere. You're telling me that if we had a 12-teamer this year, that Liberty deserves to get in over an OU Sooner team that went 10-2 and beat Texas?
Well, we're gonna leave. We're gonna
go ahead.
Not even just them, but Ole Miss and Penn State. Are you sitting here telling me? Let's just be real. Let's be honest with ourselves. Is Ole Miss lining up and beating Oklahoma today?
I don't think so.
If Oklahoma, we're talking about if Oklahoma's on their game, they're doing what they need to do. Texas, Oklahoma. So. No, they're not. Penn State, they're not.
Right.
Missouri, we own them for years. Missouri don't want to see us either. They don't want no smoke. Yeah, absolutely. There it is. SMU and Texas.
Yeah.
So, look.
We're gonna have the same argument next year, bro.
Here's the thing, though. I'm excited about this bowl game because, as Steven alluded to earlier in the show, and we said we were going to kind of touch on it, the transfer portal, my guy, is absolutely on fire right now. I mean, speaking for Oklahoma terms, the biggest name that's in the transfer portal for us now is Dillon Gabriel. You want
to go through some of these matchups real quick, or look through the transfer portal?
It don't matter to me, whichever one you want to do.
Let's look at some of these matchups, and then we'll get some quick picks, and then we'll go through the transfer portal. We'll spend most of our time on the transfer portal.
That's fair. That works for me.
And I'll just hop down to the ones that we really, really care about. We can start here. We can start,
Louisville. Okay.
SC? Who you got? Louisville or SC?
Louisville, because
I think Louisville beats
not going to have Caleb
Williams. Yeah, I think Texas A&M would beat Oklahoma State. Sorry
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Bro, we struggle with Houston and BYU to end the year.
Who do y'all got going to the transfer portal? I think everybody's suiting up ready to rock and roll for you guys.
Yeah, I don't think we got anybody leaving, which is crazy.
So, hey, SMU is going to smoke Boston College.
You think so?
Absolutely. Kansas State's going to beat NC State.
I think so, too. Y'all got a tough game. Let's talk about this Arizona OU game, man.
It's tough. No, it definitely is a tough one. I'm not sleeping on the Arizona Wildcats by any means.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm excited, though, man.
They got the number 18th ranked offense in the country.
Hey, and we got like the number 4, so.
Facts.
They ain't outscoring us. I mean, Come on now. If we own our game, we should that should be like a 2-touchdown win for Oklahoma if they're on their game.
That's true.
Arizona's a good team, but they're not I don't know. Call me crazy if you want.
Ohio State or Missouri?
Ohio State. Well, I don't
Kyle
know.
McCord's leaving, so he's in the transfer portal. We'll talk about that in a minute.
That might actually do him some good.
You think so?
That dude never impressed
addition
me.
by subtraction?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Penn State, Mississippi.
I mean, Mississippi. I'd take Ole Miss in that one, to be honest with you, because I don't think Penn State's quarterback is trash.
Trash. Their offense is trash.
He's trash. Yeah. I'm gonna take Lane Kiffin in that game.
Auburn made a bowl game, huh? They lost to New Mexico State. That's a man. Give me Maryland in that one.
Georgia's gonna destroy Florida State.
Bro, they're gonna eat their lunch. I'm sorry.
Well, I don't know what Georgia team are we gonna see on the field.
I think we're going to see everybody there.
No, I don't think Brock Bowers and them boys is playing.
Brock Bowers ain't going to play. He might hang it up and just get ready for the draft.
Hell yeah, I would.
Okay.
What the hell does he got the game playing in that game? I mean, I'm just saying, them dudes already won back-to-back national titles, my guy. They're not about to play no damn Orange Bowl that's not the playoff.
Yeah.
They're not about to do that.
That's true.
Shit.
Oregon Liberty. I want to see what Liberty does because the fact that Liberty would have got in this year, you know what I mean? I really want to see how they play against Oregon.
I think that's going to be an upset because Oregon's going to have players that are going to sit out.
Bo Nix, does Bo Nix play? Is Bo Nix going to get ready?
There. And Liberty, did you see whenever they did the selection show yesterday and Liberty got picked to go to this game and how excited they went great. They are happy, excited, thrilled to play in this game. I got Liberty with the upset in that game just because now I'm going based off the fact that I think Bo Nix won't play. If Bo Nix plays, I'm picking Oregon all day.
Right.
That's where I'm at with that game. But I think Liberty without Bo Nix on Oregon can pull off an upset. I think that could happen.
Yeah, it's just crazy to me that Liberty's going to be playing in the Fiesta Bowl, my guy. That's nuts.
It's SMU got hoed on that one.
Yeah, because they beat Tulane, man. And Tulane was probably going to get that spot.
Yep, but hey, it is what it is.
Iowa won't score any points against Tennessee. Give me the Vols.
How is Iowa still ranked number 17?
Bro, because they only lost 3 games all year. That defense is real, though. I'll give them that.
No, it is, man.
Let's pick these two before we go to the portal. Let's talk about these two real quick. I know we'll do another show doing a really deep dive, but on its surface, just initial thoughts. Who you got?
Bama.
Okay. Say it. I know you want to say it.
Texas.
Yeah.
Texas gonna beat Washington, man.
There it is, folks. There it is.
If I had to put my money on it, Texas is gonna beat Washington.
Now, fun fact here: Texas and Washington did play in the Texas Bowl last year?
It was the Alamo Bowl.
Alamo Bowl, and Washington won 27-20, I believe.
Yeah.
So different teams, you know what I mean? Transfer portal era. I'm sure there's some different cats. It's not completely the Penix played in that game last year. Quinn Ewers played in that game last year. So you do have both quarterbacks coming back to play. But that was the Alamo Bowl. I mean, this is a national semifinal. So you think it's going to be full strength versus full strength. I like Michigan. And I like Texas. I think Michigan gets it done against Alabama.
You think Michigan beats Alabama, huh?
Yeah, I like Michigan against Alabama, and I like Texas against Washington. So
I seen that same damn Michigan team lose to TCU last year, my guy.
That's true.
And Alabama, whenever teams are counting them out or people are counting them out and they think that they're not good enough, them jokers come out and win national titles, bro.
That's fine. Yeah.
That's what they do. You know what I mean? Now on the other side of the token in that other game, yeah, I picked Texas, but I would not be shocked at all if Michael Penix Jr. just absolutely dumped trucks on Texas. Because truth be told, Dylan Gabriel beat Texas. That happened. That happened.
Yeah.
Michael Penix Jr. is better than Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah, I think Texas has better overall talent. I think there's going to be a discrepancy in the trenches. I mean, you talk about that D line for Texas.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
I think they're going to get Washington some fits, but I don't think Texas has seen a quarterback like Penix since they've seen Dylan Gabriel probably.
Yeah,
and
no, you're right.
And I would say Penix is better than Dylan Gabriel. I mean, would you agree with that?
It's close. It's closer than what people might think.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But no, I would definitely take Michael Penix Jr. But I don't know, man. They're both lefties, are they not?
They are.
So, I mean, I don't know. Does that affect anything? Like as a defense, or
I mean, you might roll your coverage to the left side to his strong hand because most quarterbacks like to throw to their strong hand side. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. So, man, then you got I would have Texas and Bama, and you would have Michigan and Texas. Who's your national title winner?
I'm gonna go with Texas.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I know.
See, I got Bama.
You got Bama.
That's my national.
That's a safe pick, man. That's you talking about Nick Saban and the Clemson Tide. That's a safe pick.
I already got it lined up for some Texas fans that I know whenever the game happened because they were trying to get me to bet them on this game. And I was like, I'm not betting on Washington, bro. You must have lost your damn mind. I'm just not going to do that. I get it. They're 13-0. They've had a hell of a season, but I just think Texas is going to bully their ass, bro. I really do.
I'm still not sold on. I'm not sold on Washington either. Because me and you both picked Oregon. We both picked Oregon last time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to pull up the transfer portal? Is there like a page or something?
Oh hell, I don't know.
Can we talk about the little brother, aka the Budget River Red River Bowl? I already told you. I think Texas A&M's going to beat us, Steven. So there you go.
What did he say? What did he call?
But we didn't talk about Oklahoma State and Texas A&M. You think who do you think wins that? Yeah, he called it the Budget Red River Bowl.
That's awesome.
That's
absolute. That's absolute. I think y'all win that game.
You think so?
Yeah, I do because you guys aren't going to have really anybody sitting out.
That's true.
They will. They just lost their D-line coach, man. Like it's you want to talk about transfer portal? Just go pull up Texas A&M's page, bro. Walter Norland, the big time defensive lineman who was the number one player in the country a few years back, he's in the transfer portal.
Where do I go to pull this up? Where do I go to pull up?
Go to 247 Sports. They probably got it on there. Hang on, let me see if I can get this.
You want to share it or you want me to share it?
I want you to because you're better at it than I am.
Okay.
Just saying.
Share screen.
Let's see. Look at old Brock Vandergriff going to freaking. He's crystal ball to go to Kentucky, my guy. I want to talk about a guy that was the number one overall player at one point.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah, I see it.
You want me to zoom in? I'm gonna zoom in on this.
Click all the view all predictions. NCAA transfer crystal balls. See where it says it right there underneath that to the left.
This one.
Yeah, right click that. Yeah, because that's gonna pull up everything.
Tell me if I'm too far in or out.
See, you can go to teams. You see how you got you're good right there. That's perfect. You can go to teams. Okay. Go down to Ohio State. Because they were the one that's had a lot of players that's hit the portal. So you can hit there, Big Ten, go up to the top, see where it's got it filtered. Yep, now go down to Ohio State. That's kind of cool how they got UCLA and USC in there already.
Yeah, it's official now. As far as football goes, I mean, all other sports got to play it out.
All right. So you keep rolling down there. The biggest name that they had to go in was their quarterback, if I'm not mistaken, McCord. Let's see here. What do they do? Oh, these are all this is crazy.
And these are all the guys in the portal?
No, those are all guys that I think that they got on recruiting and stuff like that, like crystal balls for recruiting. Yeah, crystal ball predictions feed. So Ohio State, you can see up there at the top, he enters the portal. I mean, really the biggest names, Corey, I can tell you it was Kyle McCord. It was Dylan Gabriel. You had Walter Nolan from Texas A&M. Man, there really wasn't a whole. I mean, the Raleek Brown. I don't know if you remember that name for USC. He entered the portal. But there's been news or speculation about Dylan Gabriel. Corey, I seen this on Twitter earlier.
Yeah.
They're talking about the 3 destinations for him are Mississippi State, Oregon, and USC.
Oh
Wouldn't that be something if that joker Lincoln Riley goes and gets Dylan Gabriel in the transfer portal? That right there would just
for somebody that left OU, you would think he would just disassociate himself with all the OU people or players, but he's really digging in. If that happens, man, that'll be nuts.
I mean, it won't really be. I mean, this was kind of let's keep it real here, man. Jackson Arnold is in the transfer portal because he was told by Brent Venables that he was not going to be the starter if he wanted to return to Oklahoma next year. Let's just straight up put it like how it is.
You mean Dylan Gabriel? You just
absolutely. Oh no, I mean you're not going to start over Jackson Arnold,
right? Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Basically saying that you're not about to be the guy here. That's what happened here. I mean, you played college ball, Corey, at Division I level at Oklahoma State.
Right.
There's only so many scholarships to go around, and only so many spots.
Well, you're talking about quarterback. I mean, that's a position where only one gets to play every game, and so, I mean, Jackson Arnold ain't about to sit behind him for another year, bro. For what? Why?
No. If Dylan Gabriel would have came back to Oklahoma, you would have lost Jackson Arnold to the transfer portal. That would have happened.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I damn sure ain't taking no Dylan Gabriel for no years to lose Jackson Arnold. I can promise you that one, my friend. You don't do that kind of stuff. And Brent Venables knows that. That's why you see a Jackson. That's why you see a Dylan Gabriel in the transfer portal. But man, I'm super excited to see what Jackson Arnold's got in this bowl game, though, man. I'm like legitimately excited.
I want to see, I'm gonna go back to this. I'm gonna share this screen because I really want to. I want to know who's leaving for OU. Who's all leaving? How do I get there?
It's Jason Llewellyn. It was a tight end. It's Tyree Walker, Marcus Hicks, who is a lineman, Nate Robertson, who was a lineman, and did I say Dylan Gabriel and then Tyree Walker? That was about it as far as what I've seen. So best way to do that would be go on our Twitter if you got our Twitter on there, and you can just go to the Oklahoma football page and it'll show you all the transfers. But I pretty much told you all the transfers. You missed a few.
Right.
Which ones did I miss?
I'm about to pull it up right now. I'm gonna go to our Twitter. And then you just tell me what to type in.
Just type in Oklahoma football. Go to Oklahoma football right down there. Boom.
Right here. Am I in the right spot?
I think so. Scroll on it. I mean, you're definitely on the OU page. I don't know where the heck to go.
Steve, help us out, man.
I just see it pop up on the feeds. I type in Oklahoma transfers. And then space transfer. There it is. Okay, so you got Marcus Major. Good. He can't break a tackle to save his damn life.
Oh my gosh. So who would that leave y'all with? Sawchuck,
Javante Barnes. Ooh, Dalen Smothers too. That makes sense. I mean, look here, man. We got the number 1 running back coming in next year. You know what I mean? And you've already got Sawchuck that's there. He's got another year in him, another 2 years. Them boys know that they're not about to play. Tennessee. What did he say is expected in? I mean, that's Peyton Bowen coming up. These are all guys that, like, it's been real, but, like, we're about to have another level of player coming in. And your spot's probably not going to be Reggie Grimes. I'm not surprised by that. I'm not surprised by that. mean, he didn't play much this year. Dylan Gabriel. Hey, see Nate Robertson, or Nate Anderson.
Anderson.
Bird entered too. Wow. That's all right. See,
So y'all
I'm
got some
good.
cats leaving.
That's attrition. That's just having. That's going to be guys are going somewhere else so that they can go play, Corey.
Right.
They're not about to play here.
And they're not going to play here. That's
fake.
Is that fake?
That's not real.
That's from November 30th.
It's a joke. It's a joke, bro. It's a joke.
You said that quick.
That's totally fake. He's not entering the transfer portal.
Loki, Smothers, Bird,
Savion Bird.
So these are all guys that won't play.
Key Lawrence started for us, but you got Peyton Bowen, who's the young up and coming freshman that's balled out this year for us. Is probably going to be that guy next year. I mean, this is just like, hey, this is Brent Venables probably telling these guys like, hey, there's not going to be much more opportunity left for you here.
To do for you, yeah.
We got some dudes that are coming in. Like when you got a 5-star number 1 overall running back coming in next season, I mean, you're going to see some running backs leave that room because football players want to play.
Let's just be honest. This is probably going to be the status quo going forward for a lot of teams.
That happens. It happens to every team, man. This happens to Bama. Ohio State has 15, and Ohio State's just fine.
Yeah.
Because you know why? Because they have like the number 2 recruiting class in the nation.
Right. So
that happens. These guys are going like one of the players, Marcus Hicks, who was a lineman for us. He transferred, right? You know where he went? He went to South Dakota State, my guy.
Ugh. Like, you know what happens to a lot of these kids in the portal?
They get forgotten about.
Yeah, 44% of last year's portal entries didn't sign with anybody.
Stupid. Right? People are trying. They're just trying to go out there and just, I don't know. Some guys are trying to go play somewhere else where they can play, and other guys are trying to secure bags.
Right. You chase the bag, you might wind up with nothing. That's what if I were like somebody advising these guys, and if I was like a firm or somebody, I'd be like, hey man, you might want to stay where you are. I know the coaches you're telling you that you're probably not going to play. And a lot of when I played at Oklahoma State, there were a lot of cats that didn't play, but you know what they came out with? They came out with a 4-year degree, right? Mm-hmm. They came out with their school paid for. They can't physically make you leave. There's nothing they can do to make you leave.
Right.
They can just advise. Yeah, they can advise you to go. Right. Yep. But I can be like, nah, bro, I'm staying here. You guys just got to deal with me. I'll eat up a scholarship.
And you'll go to all your practices.
Yeah, I'll be a scout team player. Yeah.
Yep.
There's nothing you can do.
I hear you. No, I hear you. That's 100%. And to be honest with you, the 11 players that's entered, there's not one of them that we're going to miss here at Oklahoma. And I've appreciated everything that they've done, so I don't want to sound like I don't like those players that are leaving and I didn't appreciate some of the things they did. But, dude, we're getting better.
Now, I did see somebody talk about this. Steven said coaches are processing people out. The scholarships can be revoked. Steven, you might need to give us a longer comment on this because I don't know how that exactly works. But there's a loophole that some coaches have started to use. I don't know exactly how it works, but there's something that they can do where they can get you off the roster somehow. And I don't know how that works. So if that's the case, man, then this is a bad deal all around. Because when I was playing and when I came out of high school, a 4-year scholarly was a 4-year scholarly. You had to have done something bad.
I'm pretty
sure.
Kind of a crime. I'm pretty sure nowadays, man, especially with the way the transfer portal and everything is, I think a coach can tell you deuces, homie. I really think that they can nowadays. Because players can do it, why can't coaches?
Is that really true? Am I that out of touch that I didn't know that? It's just a year-to-year contract?
Unless you're like that dude.
Right. Well, if you're a starter, they're going to sign you back.
Yeah, you're in. But yeah, no, I could see that for like some of the bench players. I could definitely see that.
I got to do my homework on that. So we're in full-on free agency, bro. This is nothing but This is professional semi-pro ball. This is not
Absolutely.
amateur sports anymore.
No,
No.
it's turned into a damn beauty pageant is what's happened, man.
Scholarships are contracts. Portals the free agency, right? NIL is your salary. That's
It's
all it is.
crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I never
mean,
would have
hey,
thought in my lifetime. I honestly didn't think I'd see this.
you know what though? In all reality, I'm happy for the players.
Oh, heck
Because who am I to tell any young man if you want to go somewhere else and you want to go get more money or go do what the go
yeah.
do it. Go do
Yeah.
it, young man.
You better be damn sure you're worth what you're asking for.
I promise you, my son that was just born, your son, if we're us as parents, if we're in that situation with an agent or something, and we could go get, you best believe my son's
Yeah.
hitting that portal, and we're gonna go check what the dollar amounts is looking like.
Right. But you got to be sure, man. You don't want to be one of these 44% from last year.
Right.
That got left out in the cold, you know?
Which, let's be honest. I mean, like the Kyle McCords, the Dylan Gabriels, those kind of names, the Walter Nolans from Texas A&M.
They'll find a home.
Yes. Like Tyree Walker, I could see him going somewhere. Marcus Major, he might be a 44%er. That dude cannot break a tackle, bro. I'm telling you. So, which he was a disappointment.
Gotcha.
Was talking to today. Wasn't it, man? Oh my gosh, Steven. I do know who it was because I seen it report. I know Dominic McKinley's kind of resurfaced as a 5-star recruit for Oklahoma because he was committed to Texas A&M. But I've also heard that that's leaning more towards Texas's way. I don't know who Todd Bates was talking to today, to be completely honest with you, Steven. Let us know. Because that man, you want to talk about somebody who can recruit their ass off. That man Todd Bates on our D line is a hell of a recruiter. Hicks Sr., if you know, you know. Oh, okay. David Hicks, man, don't do that. Don't you do that. David Hicks is not going to leave Texas A&M. No way. No way. You know David Hicks, don't you, Corey?
Nah, who is that?
Well, you don't keep up with recruiting as much. Last year, he was like the #1 defensive lineman, 5-star recruit. And he was committed silently to Oklahoma. The day he was about to sign, like he was about to tell me he was committed to him, he literally Texas A&M dropped the bag. Gave his dad a full-time coaching job at one of the local high schools around the area, like paid for a house, like gave them the bag. And he went to Texas A&M like 2 hours before he was supposed to announce he was committed to OU. So, yeah, that was one of those guys. That was one of those recruitments. Like that was right when Brent Venables had gotten there. It was the 2023 cycle, so it was his first recruiting cycle.
Yeah,
that one hurt, man, because like that was the one big fish that got away, and you're like, damn it. And it was always like in recruiting. Any OU fan knows if you follow OU recruiting, Texas A&M has been a thorn in our damn side for defensive line recruiting. It's stupid. So, I mean, us getting David Stone and the defensive lineman players that we've gotten this year, that has not happened at Oklahoma in a very, very, very long time. So, I don't know, man. It's going to be very, very interesting. If you've never followed recruiting, if you've never followed transfer portal, Corey, do it now and keep your eye on Texas A&M and where those players are going because a lot of those guys were high 5-star players. So,
okay.
We shall see.
We shall see.
Because the guys that's leaving Ohio State minus Kyle McCord, them dudes just ain't going to play. So let's just keep it how it is.
Right.
So that happens in good programs. You know what I mean? Like guys enter the portal that can't get on the field.
Facts.
So, all right, man. Well, shoot, you got anything else you want to talk about today?
Nah, that's it, brother.
Shoot, I think we covered about everything. Well, shoot, man. As always, Corey, you already know the drill, bro. They know the drill. Drop down there. Talk to us in our comments. Are we crazy on our top 4 predictions? Were we crazy? Let us know, guys. Also, too, share this content. Post, like, subscribe, notify, do all that stuff. Peace out, guys. We'll holler at y'all next time.
Peace. Peace, Steve.
Peace out, Steven.